One day, when I was feeding Stefan broccoli, someone knocked on the door of my house. When I opened it, there was only a big box with a Japanese flag and the inscription that indicated that it was a parcel from Japan. As you may remember, we've been to Japan some time ago, and apparently the Japanese wanted to surprise us and prove us that not only the Chinese can send us interesting stuff. Well, no time to talk, let's open it and check what's inside. No way! Turns out it's a lot of cool food from Japan. Now we're going to taste everything and show you. And the first package contains something resembling green peas. I can't believe the Japanese would send us regular green peas. They really look like bean or pea pods, but they are actually light, salty and extruded snacks with a really cool flavor. How could anyone even come up with such a product? Next, we have Skittles candies jumping out of the box. There is a Super Mario on the package. Something tells me they're not ordinary either. Yeah, it turns out that the Japanese Skittles are soft and semi-transparent. Let's cut them in half. On the inside, their texture resembles that of a gummy bear, though they're more tender and stretchy. The delicious fruity flavors filled the entire room. Okay, what do we have here? Some kind of a pizza flour? No, these are cookies covered with ketchup, some kind of sauce and cheese. Altogether, these are probably the smallest pizzas in the world. There is a lot of them and they actually taste like real pizza. Check out this Japanese CocaCola. According to the label, it's a Coke made in collaboration with the game League of Legends. It's not an advertisement, as I've never played this game. Though I've heard of it, and since Coca-Cola collaborated with it, then this game might be very popular. Tell us in the comments if you play it. Obviously, such an unusual Coke has a very unusual, I would say futuristic flavor. In addition to the unusual Coke, the Japanese put this blue tube of Lay's chips, with the flavor of lime. Look, they are contained in a nice little carriage for easy access. Each chip has a thick dusting of different spices and edible particles. So, when I tried one, I was overwhelmed with the incredible flavor. They're salty, lime-flavored with a touch of something sweet. I don't really like chips because it's definitely not the healthiest product. However, I would like to eat these chips at least once a week. Let's proceed with this big and weighty box with a cute kitty whose cheeks are on fire. Why is that? Colorful packages and a big bag with noodles are waiting for us inside. But that's not all. We found chopsticks and several more mysterious packages under the white bowl. It feels like it's going to be the fanciest instant noodles in the world. First of all, we cut open the green package with the fire drawn on it, take a stone-hard bag and put it on the bottom of the main container, covering it with a white bowl. We should place the noodles in it. After that, we take the package with a pink image of a smiling Japanese man. What do we have here? Wow, what a delicious smell! It looks like meat covered with some kind of a sauce or concentrated broth. I also see spices and pepper in there. Judging by the red color of the next package, it contains a very hot sauce, some fat and something brown. If by any chance you know the Japanese language, please tell us what it is in the comments. Sprouted beans or corn seeds came out of the next bag. And then we sprinkle some pieces of squid on top. I guess a lot of restaurant dishes don't have that great variety. Now we need to pour some plain water into the bottom compartment with the white bag. In about 2 seconds, it starts bubbling and generating heat. We have to put a bowl on top and cover it with the lid. Hold on, we almost forgot to pour the water into the noodles. Within 5 minutes, due to a violent chemical reaction, the water becomes extremely hot. And this heat gradually transfers to the inner bowl, heating up our dish. After waiting some time, we assemble the chopsticks and open our wonderful dish. It smells incredibly delicious, but it's so spicy that I can't enjoy this dish. Nevertheless, spicy food lovers would be impressed with this set. The label on the next package told us that these were colored Tapio Caparos. They look like candies covered with sugar, but in fact, this is a dessert that still needs to be cooked. To do this, we need to boil some water and pour these magical balls into it. They increase in size within 5 minutes, and that's when they need to be dipped into cold water to prevent them from sticking together. The cold water makes their shells transparent and rather slimy. The pearls are soft inside, like little chewing gums that slip off the teeth and can't be chewed. In fact, they are not so sweet, which is why they are usually served with strawberry jam, delicious yogurt, or even beverages. However, we have another strange bag of potato chips. It says it's preservative-free and for some reason has an age restriction of 18+ years. There is an image of a girl on it. Oh, these must be chips for women. And the restriction is sad because children are not allowed to eat the unhealthy chips. It tastes a little weird and sour, but that may be fine for the Japanese. This green box seems to contain some kind of mushrooms. Let's open it up and check them out. Oh, these are chocolate mushrooms, whose stem is made of cookies and the cap is made of chocolate. It's a very creative idea, so your fingers don't get dirty with the chocolate. Later, we figured out that the box was designed to store the mushrooms inside, so if you haven't eaten them all, you can close the top cover and put them in your backpack. Okay, what's this? There's a picture of a Big Daddy pickle on the package, and apparently it's actually floating in some sort of a liquid inside. But that's not all. We also have a beautiful mommy pickle and a daughter pickle, and just a kosher pickle. Let's open up the daddy. Look how huge it is. I really love pickles, and this particular one turned out to be quite high quality, as it has very small and soft seeds, so it can be eaten in one bite. To compare whether there is any difference in taste, we opened the sister, and you can distinguish that it is different even by the smell. The package with a tired red octopus intrigued me the most. Let's open it carefully. And here we see the ingredients that will be used to make the tasty treat. We need some water in 2 compartments, pour the contents of the blue sachet into one of them and stir. Do the same with the pink sachet. Now we take our plastic octopus, dip its legs into the pink liquid and draw a small amount of it. After that, we squeeze it into the container with a blue liquid. Small drops evenly fall from the legs of the octopus, and surprisingly, they don't dilute in the blue liquid, but on the contrary harden, coating the sweet liquid with a membrane and thus forming a small caviar. Now it's time to mix the purple powder with water. Check out what's going on. When the powder dissolves, it turns blue and immediately begins to thicken and bubble. A thick and delicious foam forms right before our eyes. Now we add the caviar to it, eventually getting a treat that resembles a real octopus caviar. It's very flavorful and delicious, even though it resembles a slime by its texture. Cookie, what are you looking at? You can smell it if you want, but you shouldn't eat it, or it'll ruin your teeth. A cool package resembling a green watermelon contains black candies that imitate its seeds. However, they are so hard that it is impossible to bite through them with your teeth. We managed to do it only with wire cutters. They taste like watermelon and we like them very much. It's a world-known fact that the Japanese like rice, so obviously they sent us this strange dish with instant rice and seaweed. First, we need to remove the sticker which covers a mark. We need to pour hot water up to its level. The label says that you can also use cold water, but then you have to wait for an hour. After this time, we shape the rice into a pyramid as drawn on the package. Open the package in the designated places. Finally, we get a warm, fragrant piece of delicious Japanese rice, which can be eaten right in this way, holding it with your hands. I liked it, and even Cookie licked some of it. We thank the Japanese for this meal. However, that's not all they sent. Here's another kit for making goodies. It contains a lot of sachets and a small Chupa Chup lollipop. We break off a small water measuring cup from the large container. Unwrap the Chupa Chups and let the kitty sniff it. Measure out a portion of water, pour it into the container and mix it with the powder from the green package using a lollipop. Yes, that's what the guide says, because there is no spoon included in the kit. Now we pour out the contents of the yellow package and observe some kind of a reaction. The mixture changes color, thickens and increases in volume, forming some fluffy cream. The manual says that we should put as much of it onto lollipop as possible. Afterward, we should pour these small multicolored figures out of the sachet and dip the Chupa Chups in them, so they all stick to it. Oh wow, check out how cool this looks. Moreover, it's very delicious. I thought there was nothing left in the box, but there was another bag of chips. Apparently, this one is for men. There's also a restriction, and it says something about the jungle. Could these be chips for Tarzan? Well, we should certainly taste it. Cookie, why are you distracting me? Do you want to tell me something? Do you want to prevent me from eating them? Leave me alone and do your cat business, silly. The last thing I need is a cat telling me what I should eat or not.